G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back in Valheim. This time we're going to do another video on a different lox farm, automated lox farm that I built. So if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and also go over and have a look at all the other videos that I've made in how to automate these animals as much as possible. So you've probably been playing the game for a long time and you can't seem to get it to work because all the ideas that I've seen online don't seem to work as good as what they promise. It's a bit like buyer beware. So I'm just gonna have something to eat quickly, and then we'll go up and have a look at my new improved lox farm. So I've started a new game with my family, and we've transported some lox back. We've been really lucky on this spawn. So we were lucky that we had an ice biome, we had swamp, and we also had black forest, swamp, and a plains all on the one island. So we were able to bring back the lox, but if you want to have a look at that video, transporting lox, it's not as easy as what everyone makes it out to be. It's quite difficult, so go over there and have a look at that. But I brought the lox back to the meadows, and I've built this new breeder. As you can see, I'm anticipating that they're going to be attacked. The worst thing that can happen with your lox is they get spooked. If they get spooked, they destroy everything. If they destroy everything, you've got to rebuild everything to put them back up. You probably have a look around. I've got a wolf breeder here. I've got a pig breeder here. I've got a chicken breeder here, and this is the lox one. So, very similar to the one that I built in the plains, except that I'm having a little bit more problems with this one for some reason. You would think that being in the meadows it would be less triggers for the lox, but I seem to be having problems with these guys. I seem to be still getting spawns inside my big pit that's eventually going to be full of stone, but maybe it's because I've got the first boss, what the Ixial spawn right there, and I've also got another one on the other side of the base as well. But to get the base, to get the lox up, basically you just build a big ramp. It goes all the way up, and make sure you support it. Get a saddle, jump on the lox, and ride them into place. Now, I prefer this way because you can build the stone up. You've got to be about 20 meters up. Well, I think it is 20 meters. If it's less than 20 meters, they won't breed. But the idea is that you bring up as much earth as you can, dig out as much earth as you can, and then start from there. But as you can see up here, there's 4 sections for the babies to fall through. So I haven't got rid of that ladder. I'm going to have to do that. But anyway, we'll come back, we'll go up to the lox, and then we'll have a good look at them. Alright, so it's early morning, we're back, and we're going to do this video in the daylight if we can. I'm currently just setting up my base, so I'm just setting out a new building to this is going to be my workshop area. But interesting, something a little bit different. I've got my pigs up here, so I was thinking that we can sit here and work, and as we feed the pigs will drop down and they will go down into the pit down the bottom here, so that we can pick them up and get all of our pig food. Alright, let's go up to the lox. So I've set up a portal up there. Okay, so here we are. So what's the most difference here is that I've made the base out of black marble, because when they jump up and down, they can do tremendous damage to everything. So, and I've also enclosed them in iron. So instead of having, like my last one in the plains was all wood, and they just keep destroying everything. As you can see, they do one stomp and it can do like a impact damage all the way through. So basically what I've done now is enclose the locks totally with iron. Now I put another one on top. So normally you can get away with two high, but I put another one on top just to make sure. And all you've got to do is just come back here, make sure that every couple of days you come back and you just keep repairing it. You've got to have your benches, of course. Oh, I just broke my hammer. Can I fix it? Yep. So you need to make sure you got your benches. So I've got my iron bench. If I need to repair the stone, I'll just bring up my masonry bench if I have to. Now, I did have all this totally enclosed with my black roofing, but they keep destroying it. So what I'm doing now is just making sure whatever they destroy, I'm not going to rebuild. What they don't destroy is what I'm going to rebuild. But you can see the kind of damage that they can do all the way around. So that was all enclosed. The key to locks is that they need to have their eyesight is about 15 meters above them. So even though we're not in the plains, they need to think that there is food available. So if you covered the locks, they will not breed. So they need to have that eyesight. But the problem with the eyesight is that they can also see all the animals that are around in the biome. So hiding the locks from, because now I'm getting attacked by flying stuff, hiding them and stopping them freaking out is a hell of a lot harder than what you'll see in most videos. But anyway, I find that the black marble, and we have pits all the way around so that if they have a baby, the baby's got a good chance of being kicked out. There's no edges for the baby to get stuck on. But you can just see there, like, look at that one little movement already took about an 8 off the iron. So even with iron, these guys are full on serious. So what we'll do, I haven't fed them because I find that they're calmer when you don't feed them. So I've killed all the ones down the bottom. We'll go get some cloudberries and then we'll come back and feed them, and I'm going to time it and see how long it takes before we get our first baby. Not our first baby out, our first baby on the ground. And then we'll see how long it's going to take before we can fill out 10. Another thing I'm going to do is, instead of giving them, normally I just give them 50. I'm just going to give them 20. We'll give them 19. No, it needs to be an even number. So we'll give them 12 each. So will we get 12 babies from each of them? I don't know. I haven't really tested this yet. But I think the key is that when they grow up down on the bottom, they're freaking out, and that causes these ones to freak out. So I built this feeding platform, pretty basic stuff. Just work out where you need to throw your stuff. Let's feed them. Let's see how long it takes before we get a baby. So I better, are they going to eat? I better get my timer on. Okay, that's good. We'll come back when they have their first baby. Okay, so both of the locks are happy. That took about 2 minutes, nearly spot on 2 minutes, and we got our first love hearts at 2 minutes. Now I don't particularly like the way that they're sitting at the moment. I much prefer it when they're looking at each other. But they're starting to hear the Barry White music, which is good. So we should be having a baby soon. But again, if you can get them a certain way. The other thing I tried was to separate them. So to try to force them to always be facing the same way. And I put beams through the middle and they just wouldn't breed. It was almost like they had a roof on top of them. And also, if I put one on the bottom, because I thought, okay, well, I put one on the top. I put one on the bottom. And as soon as I did it, they both turned away and faced the opposite direction, so I couldn't feed them. So I took it out, they both turned back around the other way, and then I fed them. And then as soon as I put it back in again, they both turned away again. So there's obviously a mechanic in the game that's not... So what are we up to? We're up to a 4-minute mark now. So we'll see what happens when a baby pops out, and then we'll see how long it takes them to kick the baby off. So we'll be back. Okay, so we just clicked over to the 6-minute mark. They're in a perfect position. They've got to be getting close to having a baby soon. They're both happy. They're both in exactly the right... Did he just make a noise? There we go. Was that our first baby? There we go. So that's almost exactly 6 minutes. So 6 minutes for this one to have a baby. Whether that one's not going to have a baby until this one disappears, I don't know. But I have seen 2 babies up here at a time. Yeah, so that one's not... So that one's still got love hearts on it. But we'll see. Okay, so that was the 6-minute mark. We'll see how long it takes to kick it off. So it's already hanging on the edge. Living on the edge. Let's see how long it takes physical time for it to actually get on the ground. And I think as soon as that one will drop, this one on the right will have another baby. Alright, so let's come back and we'll capture this in real time. I'll put my dash cam on and we'll watch it fall. Alright, so there we go. So that was exactly 11, that was 8 minutes. So we have our first baby on the ground. He just landed. So we went from feeding, took 5 minutes to start making the love hearts. No. Took 4 minutes to start making love hearts. Took 6 minutes till the first baby came out, and it took 8 minutes till the baby hits the ground. Now I'm hoping in the next minute, there we go. There we go. So as soon as that other one was dropped out, this one's going to have a baby. This one will start, the one on the right will start having love hearts, and when this baby gets kicked off, it will have its one. So it's running at about every 4 minutes. But they've got to kick it off. And the other thing about when they've got their babies is they're going to do more damage. So I find leaving them alone. Just let them do their stuff, and then you'll find out what happens in half an hour. You'll come down and you'll have 10 babies sitting down here that then you just have to wait till they grow up. Now I also like to keep 2 adults down here just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know whether something's going to attack. You don't know whether they just break everything, fall down. I always like to have at least 2 adults just in case I can feed them again, because transporting these guys is an absolute pain in the ass. So make sure you always have a backup plan. Alright, so we're at the 12-minute mark, and this baby is causing a lot of problems. But he's starting to be pushed off right now. There we go. So that's our second one. That one was at 13 minutes. So you're going to be producing a baby on the ground after you've fed them about every 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Now I suggest just give them enough. Just give them enough food to produce enough babies as what you want. Kill them all, and then start the process again. Fix everything, go back, give them 20, see if you get 10 babies, and then that's the way. Keep them all nice and settled. But anyway, there we go guys. If you like my build, make sure you go over and have a look at some of my other builds. I've got builds on chickens, I've got builds on 2-star boars, I've got builds on wolves, 1-stars, how to use the wolves, all that sort of stuff. So I've actually got a wolf breeder going on at the moment that drops all my wolves out into the biosphere. So basically I am totally protected. So if we go up and have a look at wolf, so I've separated my wolves from the main pit. My chickens come into here. There's an automatic chicken breeder there. I get my eggs and everything, but you can see by all the crap around here, these guys just keep pumping out babies. And I've got so many wolves across this map that I actually, when we go do something, we kill them, because there's hundreds and hundreds of them. Just keep feeding them. Keep feeding your boars up here. They will drop down the babies, kill them, take them up to your wolves. You also get, then you can kill them. You also get your wolf skewers and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, there we go, guys. Like I said, if you like it, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Stay Valheim.